It was really wonderful working with Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien. They're just absolutely, I'm just blown away by what they did in this short film. The only two people that I imagined playing the two characters, it was Sadie and Dylan.
T-Swift, I mean, it's amazing, you know, give any of the rest of us like 6 months in quarantine and we look back on it and we're like, shit, I should have done more, you know? Give Taylor 6 months in quarantine, she writes 50 hit songs.
Actually seen him do this one. Very animated.
He would like that. Yeah.
He would love that. Tell us what.
Round of applause for Sadie and Dylan. We didn't have a dress rehearsal. There's several, I mean, there is another thing if you wanted to go and sit.
I kind of needed to reach out to people who were like, would maybe believe that I would be capable of it. Dylan was like, yup. And I watch everything he's in. I'm a huge fan of his.
It was awesome. It was, you know, I mean, I've always been like a huge fan of Taylor's, and as soon as we talked on the phone for the first time, like we totally just like vibed, and like it was like such an exciting dynamic. Like I was just like, why haven't we always been friends?
You had to gender swap your character. Who would you want to play your character, or who do you think should?
I always pictured Thomas as kind of Taylor Swift.
Nice.
T-Swift would crush that shit, yo.
Well, she's a tall, gorgeous person, and, you know, sometimes, like, I'm like a short, can run, you know, right?
Sure.
But honestly, the actors, Sadie and Dylan, they just gave everything. And I trusted them so much because I've watched everything they've done. I've been a fan of theirs for ages, and so I had a feeling if you put these two people in a room and you trust their instincts, magical things could happen.
Yeah. So it was just like nothing but totally fun, but also like, again, super not surprisingly, but like she is just so talented.
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Let's do it. Leave the Christmas lights up till January. # Taylor Swift. Let's go.
And we were talking about, we're like neighbors too in New York, so we were like talking about that. We were like waving at each other through the windows. And I was like, "Do you see me?" And she's like, "Not really." I'm like, "All right, just wave anyway."
It's incredible. Off Folklore, I mean, I think Mirrorball doesn't get enough credits. I'm a big Mirrorball fan. I love My Tears Ricochet and Mad Woman, Epiphany, The One.
You couldn't really keep your eyes off of them on the monitor, so obviously you try to prepare as much as you can before you get there, but on the day, that electricity is either there or it's not, and the on-screen chemistry between those two, they're just so talented.
Taylor, you're a genius. And like the most beautiful person ever. So this is just, you know, this is a dream.
And then jumped on the phone, and then and then we talked, shot the shit on the phone, and then she asked me like what I thought and if I wanted time to think, and I was like, oh, it's a yes. What do you mean? Even before
Sarah would kill me if I did.
All too well, Taylor Swift. Are you guys still in touch with Taylor?
I love Taylor. She's like become like a good friend of mine. You know, I saw her last night. We became friends. So cool. She's the best.